Hey everybody, it's me again. This video is going to be about my first lucid dream experience. I've had others, but this is the first one where I actually took it seriously, remembered it, wrote it down, had anything significant to go on, because all the others were just whatever. So, um, I was basically inspired to do this by, shout out to a couple YouTube channels, Reese Jones 87, Neural something. She gave me a couple tips. The psychedelic lady that looks like a hippie, but she's cool. No disrespect. Um, and DeRose 7. He was who I originally found from a friend to look into astral projection because I really wanted to do that. And I have not yet gotten there. But sticking on the topic of lucid dreams. Here's what basically happened. I went to bed sort of late last night. I had to get up really early this morning. I just felt really tired, so I got to where I had to go, went on my computer, and typed in, I was just basically looking up astral projection to begin with, and then got on a topic of lucid dreams from that neural lady. And she gave me a couple of pointers of how it's better to do it in the morning or afternoon after you're already woken up once. So alright, this is perfect. So took her advice. I just basically laid down, just relaxed my body completely. I kind of imagined that I was like sinking into my bed. That helped a little bit, and at the beginning I just kept going in and out of dreams, like just random locations for not long at all. And I was getting frustrated because I couldn't really attach myself to one certain location and actually have an actual dream to begin with, not to mention going lucid. So after a while, I just kind of slipped into it, and the dreams started getting longer and longer, and I kept remembering them. Um, just a note at the beginning, I imagined myself going different places around my location. Like, for instance, I heard a dog barking, and instead of that distracting me, I used it as a reference point almost. It's like, oh, let me imagine, try to visualize going there, separating myself, just as a kind of warm up thing, I guess. I didn't really know what I was doing, but then I kept doing that a little bit, and then my dreams got longer. So this is my dream journal. Um, I wrote a whole page and a half. I was really surprised, but here's basically the scenes that are significant and what I remember. Um, I was out to dinner one time. I don't know. This one was really random, but I was out to dinner, and for some reason I was getting my face painted by the waitress. I don't even know why I'm telling you guys that, because that's kind of stupid and random. The other one was I was at my uncle's house, and these just kind of lasted. They were more significant, and I remembered them more. So this is kind of building up, and then at the beginning, I don't even remember what dream it was. I just remembering seeing wood, wood surface. It had algebraic expressions on it, and I remembered just seeing x plus 0. I don't know why, that just kind of stuck in my head. There's some 2's, some other x's in there, but x plus 0 is what I can clearly remember. Alright, enough with the bullshit. We're getting some serious shit now. So I'm outside by some random hotel, maybe it was down the shore, I don't know. And I was standing by some machine, some lady just kind of interrupted me. She was on my left, and she said, oh, excuse me, I need to get here. So I was like, oh, okay. And then that kind of made me realize that I I was subconscious or whatever you call it. I knew I was dreaming. I was like, that's kind of like the wake up call. Just instead of looking around and observing my surroundings, I kind of just got confronted by it. I was like, whoa, okay. So I then remembered that I should look at my hands. Because usually when they say, like, if you look in your hand at a dream, they get distorted and whatever. So I looked at my right hand first, and it was just really blurry. And then at this point, I was, I guess, in the vibration state, you could say. I just experienced a tingling all over. It was intense. It was crazy. And then I looked at my other hand, and the tingling kept intensifying as I tried to bring it up to look at it, because you can't really look at it from just looking down. So I tried to bring it up, and the tingling kept increasing as I brought it up to look at it. And it was kind of zoomed out in a way, but it was bubbly. It was like ballooned up. All my fingers and stuff were just like balloonish, like if you blow into a rubber glove, something like that. Um, then I began to see myself in my room. This is actually where some even crazier stuff goes down. So at this point, I was definitely detached from my physical body. I was basically just hovering there, looking at myself. I was from like the left of my bed, looking into the bed, and I saw myself laying down in the exact shirt I'm wearing now, black, um, halfway under the covers so I can't really see my pants or anything. But I saw from head to basically my shirt. And the head thing was really creepy because my head was kind of like a fetus shape. It was like an alien fetus kind of thing. And then there's hair. I had the hair color. So it was pretty much exact. And then somewhere near this point, I started hearing weird voices. They were electronic, robotic, I don't know. They were jumbled words. They were repetitive. They were repetitive. It was almost like a alien movie, I guess. Something straight out of there. It's like yobbity 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 yob, something like that. I don't know. And then in my room, I looked up in the wall. On this white wall, I saw almost like an insignia or a crest, kind of. I saw a circle, a black one, and then inside the circle you could see through it like it was just an outline of black. You could see the wall through it, and in the middle there was a person, a man, outlined in black, and it kind of just struck me as significant. So I remembered that it was on my wall, seeing a circle with a little guy inside it, black. Um, and then this is where some even crazier stuff comes in. Keep in mind that I'm tingling, I hear noises, and then I started seeing these boomerang solid black figures. They're like figures that you'd see in the bathroom, but instead of them being rounded, their limbs were solid, more rectangular, and they were double jointed. So it almost looked like a bunch of boomerangs on top of like a circular head, and they were just solid black. Almost like something cut out of a paper. I don't really know how to explain it. It's just like seeing a bunch of black figures almost resembling like paper. I don't know, something familiar about it. But then they started to multiply, and this is where I started to get kind of freaked out. The yabba yabba yabba, that noise intensified. It got louder, it got a little bit sped up, and all these figures just kept multiplying in my room. I was like, oh shit. So, um, I wasn't really sure if this was my higher self or evil presence. I don't know, something weird. But that's about it for this video. Um, I'll make a part 2 to this just because I have a couple of things to recap. But this video is getting way too long, so thanks everyone.